They were part of the movement of taking the idea that women could only wrestle a certain way. They could not punch in their matches. They could not work the same psychology or moveset as the men. And in fact, they were just used as eye candy. It was absolutely appalling. If you go back and you watch some of those segments, it's appalling. It's outlandish. It's just, it's gross, to be honest. To see where women's wrestling is today, it's no longer looked down upon. It's no longer a bathroom break, if you will. The hard work, the success, the sacrifices, the injuries in which Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Mercedes Moné, along the sides of, a Naomi, a Beth Phoenix, a Mickey James, a Trish, a Lita, a Soraya, and Emma. You go down the list, and it's like all of this led to where we're at today. Really, for the last, I would say, I don't know, 6 years or so, 7 years or so, pick a spot, 2016, 2017, 2018. I feel like they really tried in 2016 when they retired the Divas Championship. They put the Women's Championship on Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 32. They really tried to make it, okay, Divas era is over, but I didn't feel like it was until about 2017, 2018 that they really started to find their groove. Then WWE really, let the reins go, and they were able to really craft what we know women's wrestling is today. The impact that Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch and Mercedes Moné and Bayley all had together, to Bayley's point, is significant. It does matter because their legacy, their hard work, their performances, their achievements has a lasting impact on not only fans, but fans who turn into wrestlers and then wrestlers who turn into superstars for WWE, who want to recreate the success in which they had there, to create their own legacies, their own blueprint, their own imprint on the history of not only WWE, NXT, but women's wrestling in general. That is the lasting impact. That is the lasting legacy in which Bayley and Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch and Mercedes Moné have. That is why wrestlers today look up to them. They try to emulate them. They try to be better than them. They try to recreate things about what they did together. They're never going to be connected in the sense of on television presence, the four of them, because we never got that. But what they are connected to, what Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch and Mercedes Moné and Bayley have and will always have, is the connection on the bond of the women of the four horsewomen of WWE. And so that legacy connects them together and will link them together. And so when you go back and you fire up Peacock or on Netflix or whatever, you go back and you see them in their NXT days, you should look at, oh, Charlotte Flair had an impact on Bayley, or Becky Lynch had an influence on Mercedes Moné. Like those little things. That is what counts. That is what matters. And that's what Bayley is getting at here. That is why she talked about them, because you cannot be watching this product now and not see what they were able to do together. It's just how it is. That's what they do the best. That's what they see together. And I think if you look at it from that point of view, then you can appreciate the art. You can appreciate the sacrifice. You can appreciate the impact in which they had on WWE and the impact on the business as a whole. And as we go into newer chapters for all of these women, whether it's Bayley, who is getting closer to the end of her career that I think she realizes,